G'day folks, welcome to what is in effect a review of the Airborne module from GOSS, from Atlantic War 2 by Decision Games. GOSS is a very complex system to learn. It's probably, I think I've said before, it's one of the most complex games I've ever played. And Atlantic War adds to that via the Airborne module and the Amphibious Invasion module. And for a while, I've kind of been deterred away from learning Atlantic War. I've been playing Run instead because of these modules. And I wanted to take a brief moment to talk about the Airborne module, which I've just completed. And I want to say off the bat that this is a great complement to GOSS. It's a great complement to the standard rules. It is very procedural. You pretty much don't need to know much about the GOSS standard rules. It's a great way to start with a huge monster complex game. Yes, it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 pages long, but it is very sequential, procedural. It's different to the standard rules. Movement is different, combat is different, combat resolution is different, retreat is different, and it's all kind of explained within, for the most part, within those 4 pages. Some familiarity with the standard rules will help, but for the most part, as I've done, you can open up to the first page of the Airborne module, start to work your way through it, and take it from there. There's not a lot that you need to memorize. There's not a lot that you need to worry about. And it's a great way to kind of dip your toes into Atlantic War. So for those of you who, like me, have a copy of Atlantic War, DH of Falaise, and have been kind of sitting on this Airborne module for a while, afraid to get started, can I just suggest you crack it open, turn to that page, and get going. It starts with Pegasus Bridge. You follow the instructions that says grab this unit, place it on this hex, this specific hex. Then it says make a die roll to see if you capture the bridge. If you succeed, done. Make another die roll, and it's just basically step by step guiding you through everything you need to make. Here you go. Place the company here. The allied player rolls a d10 on a roll of 8. Very sequential. Then you go to drop zone placement, and it says place your drop zone markers on the designated hexes. So look, the Vassal module is amazing. It summarizes all of this. You get these airborne displays with your physical copy as well, but look, place the drop zones where it's indicated. Place them in that hex. Make a roll here based on what division they are, and then make a scatter roll. It's all very procedural. Beyond the ease of understanding and learning this, it's also a lot of fun. And again, huge shout out to Steve at LBW Strategy Gaming. He convinced me to, through his videos, very instructional. Again, link is in the description below to his channel. But it's fun, and I agree with Steve. It's one of the best parts of, one of the most interesting and fun aspects of GOSS that I've experienced thus far. It's really cool to see how drop zones scatter, to see how the status of these drop zones varies, to see what impact that has on the companies as they land. Interesting to see the dummy counters being added to the mix, the uncertainty, the fog of war associated with these fog of war units, and then your efforts as you seek to bring all these fog of war companies together. It's like a little, it's really unique. It's not like anything else in GOSS. You're creating, it's like a mini game, a mini module where you're bringing these fog of war units together, trying to reorganize them into where are my battalions? Where are they? Up here, into these sort of battalions, which increases their fighting capacity and strength and ability to hold off the Germans. And it's all a fascinating little game with lots and lots of little interesting decisions along the way. And then the Germans are getting their response. So the Germans get 2 movement phases, 2 combat phases, where they're trying to, well, do as much as they can with the situation that's unfolding. And again, I've only played through this once, This is a situation that I had, but as you can see through Steve's videos, it's different every time. You never know what you're going to get, how the drop zones may scatter, how the units may scatter, how their statuses may vary. And the Germans will be confronted with a different challenge, a different sort of boundary, zone of operations to have to wrestle with, which facilitates many different decisions that you'll need to make. It's been really interesting though. Not overly complicated. You know, these Germans are moving a couple of hexes here and there, but it's been really interesting. So, very short message, quick review. Check out the Airborne invasion module from Atlantic War. Check out my sort of summaries if you haven't yet to get a sense of how that plays through. For more detail, check out Steve at LBW Strategy Gaming. He goes into it in more detail and runs through these steps sort of one at a time. And it's both fascinating and kind of illuminates in probably greater clarity than I've done how smooth this is to get into. So yeah, really fascinating module. I'm about to head into the amphibious module. Wish me luck and take care everyone. Thanks for watching.